pizza. What are you supposed to do? It's time to find out. Hit it. Yeah, we got some medals. Medal Monday, baby. First medal forever. And there was a battle for the puppy. Oh man, we got some things to discuss today. Oh yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, master trainer, and author Tony Arreola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. Coming at you every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube live. Woo! Got a lot of energy. Still a little bit tired from my race on Sunday, and it was the race for the ages. It was the race for Kona's brother and her sister, the race for the puppy, and it was close. And we're going to get to the results today because if Courtney won, which was her birthday, happy birthday, baby, she gets a new puppy. If I won, I think we're supposed to have a child. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Carrots, yuck. Don't you hate when you start your diet and the kids are mad, the husband's upset, he's drinking every night, and then nobody supports you. I mean, people throwing carrots at you. Oh man, that's rats. That's terrible. That's no way to live. So on today's show, we're gonna talk about communication guidelines. We're gonna talk about dealing with picky eaters. We're gonna talk about action plans. We're gonna talk about modeling, values, goals, identity. We're gonna talk about how we can help you feed a healthy family so that you can live your best life. And it begins with you. Our acid trainer is, but my kids love Cheetos. What do I do? All right, I'm going to talk about that. If you're watching live, make sure you say hello. If you're watching the replay, make sure you hit the hashtag LiveFit. I'm having a special workshop coming up in a couple weeks. Oh, hola, Nina. Nina says hello. Hi, Nina. Nina is rocking and rolling, staying on fire as she's kind of navigates through this thing we call life and making sure that she is always making sure that she's smashing these little things, these ants, these automatic negative thoughts, and make sure that we're moving in the right direction. And Diana is on here as well too. Hola, Diana. Woo! Still wearing the hat. Love the hat. And we got to get you a medal, Diana. These medals look pretty cool. So welcome, Diana. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Precision Nutrition, which I haven't got the certification yet, but officially passed the year-long curriculum of Precision Coach Level 2. So thank you to my friends at Precision Nutrition, which we're going to talk about a lot of what they taught me today. Don't you hate this food fights? I don't want to start an argument. Dealing with people not catering to your needs, not understanding what you need and what everyone needs, and it just leads into this big problem where I'd rather just not deal with it. So today we're going to talk about exactly what you want to do to handle those situations so that you can all eat healthy and closer to your goals. Now, communication is something I'm learning, through marriage. And unfortunately, when stakes are high, we suck at crucial conversations. It's like we get worse when the stakes are higher. We know what we should say, but don't say it. We go into either fight, flight, or freeze. Our sympathetic nervous system just goes crazy, and we're just like, ah. And then when we think we should be saying something, we don't say anything, and then we'd end up getting in a fight. And it's these problems that really take away from our goals of how we want to live our life. So today we're going to talk about the most important thing when it comes to eating healthy with your family is communication. And the first thing that you want to look at is what are the nonverbal cues? Like, what's your family telling you? Do you and your family eat meals together? Are meals collectively prepared? Are they enjoyed? And are you guys cleaning up together? Are people shopping for food together? Is it just one person kind of like saying how things are going to go? How do people react around the house when people are eating? Are people watching TV? Are they on their phones? Are they interacting with each other? Are they talking about the meal? How fast are those meals eaten? Is everyone taking their time? Are they rushed? Are they distracted? Are they relaxed? This is what you can see when it comes down to mealtime. And if you watch people eat, especially in families, you'll learn a lot from the nonverbal cues. So, what I challenge you is to pay more attention to how you're enjoying these meals as a family, and try to be more mindful as you really try to bring together that family. Because unfortunately, time is diminishing. Right? We're losing every day. We're just losing another day, and the times that you don't spend with your family, sharing those meals, sharing those experiences, unfortunately, is a day lost. So I challenge you to spend more time with your family, being present at those meals, and really enjoying those meals, and trying to get as much value, as much joy, as much happiness as you can in that meal. And that's how all your meals should be, so that you can really, really enjoy them. And they don't have to be like these crazy, like junk type meals. It can be stuff that's really healthy for your family. What are the verbal cues? Um, are you talking to your kids, to your spouse, to your partner about your foods and preferences, likes and dislikes? And why do they like those foods? Why do they treasure these foods? A lot of times for people with, especially with nutrition, it comes down to nostalgia of foods that they valued when they were a kid, or like maybe you got heartbreak, so they had ice cream or cookies, or on a rainy day they had like hot soup. So a lot of these connections that we have, these associations that we have for food, stem from some type of emotion. Do you talk about food preparation and cooking? How long it took to prepare the meal? Are you talking about the shopping choices? Who gets the meals? Who prepares the meals? Who shops for the meals? Is everyone involved in getting these meals ready? And do you talk? Do you take anybody with you? So if you're taking your kids, you're taking your husband or whoever, like, are they involved in the decision making when it comes to these meals? And have you met as a family and developed, who you guys are as a family, what your expectations are, what the guidelines are, what are we going to be eating during the week, what should we expect from each other, and are we holding ourselves to these guidelines? Because ultimately, that's what is going to determine your lifestyle and your healthy behavior. Because, and I'll tell you the truth, if you think you're just going to wish everybody to eat healthy, it's not going to happen. You're going to have an action plan. You're going to have to get the family involved. You're going to have to talk about these things. You're going to have everybody work together in order to develop the system that you need to eat healthy and to help you bring synergy towards your healthy lifestyle, not to detract, something that you got to, kind of circumnavigate. You want it to build synergy so that, the whole is greater than the individual parts. Now, when we're talking about designing your environment, one thing that I've talked to my clients about a lot is you want to design your environment. You want to make good choices easy and make bad choices hard. So if there's stuff that are trigger foods, like these red foods or these yellow foods that you should stay away from, that you want to limit, make those things harder to get. Put the candy away. Put the cookies in the pantry. Don't buy the ice cream. Just add these extra steps in order to make it more difficult. And if you want to make good choices easy, then get those cut up fresh fruits. We started doing Amazon Fresh. And by the way, I'm not an affiliate for Amazon Fresh. I'm just saying that they deliver food that's convenient, it's fresh, it's cut up in little pieces, so we can have mangoes, watermelons, blueberries, strawberries, eat all the colors of the rainbows, and it's nice and it's convenient and it's easy for us, and it makes it a lot more likely that we eat more fruits and vegetables. And we don't keep really junk food in the house. I mean, Courtney buys some sometimes. I mean, what can I say? Just no. And she'll blame it on Kona, but Kona can't shop because she doesn't have a job. But if by putting the temptations in there, I have to like fight the demons now in order to stay away from those temptations, which is, it's kind of sucks. But now, with the kids and with everybody's, you can start with yourself. Is you want to teach behavioral mechanics, and what I mean by behavioral mechanics is the how of eating. You want to eat slowly, right? Chew, 25 to 30 times before each bite. You want to eat mindfully, meaning that there's no distractions. You're not watching TV. You're not on the phone. You're not working with your computer. You're really present in that meal. And then when you're done, you're eating till you're satisfied. You're eating till you're satisfied. So it doesn't mean you have to clean the plate. And especially with kids, you don't want to force them to eat, and you don't want to force them to finish other food on their plate, because bad things happen. If you ingrain them and you celebrate them, finishing up their food, right now they get this dopamine fix of like the celebration. So then they tend to always think that they're not done until they finish their food. Now, when this happens, they grow up, right? They grow up into their environment and they're adults now. Now you have adults that feel like they have to finish these monster plates in order to be done. And breaking that neural net, those habits, it can be really difficult. Don't force them to eat their vegetables either. People that don't like vegetables, do not force them to eat vegetables, because that can backfire. If they don't like it, if they can resent you if you keep pushing fruits and vegetables on them. A better approach is, we'll talk about a better approaches here pretty soon here, but do not force them to eat their vegetables. Don't say, and you're not leaving till you get your vegetables done, because that's going to develop a negative connotation with the food. And now the food dinner time becomes a battleground of like, oh, they can start throwing their peas across the room. Our emoji time. Dan, dan, dan. Hit those likes, hit those loves. And then remember, we're going to talk about the competition for the puppy that happened yesterday at the Orange County triathlon. So hit those. If you're watching the replay, hit the hashtag live fit or get me skinny. And we're dropping the new book coming out soon, which is awesome. Dropping a new book, and I'm dropping a new program that's it's going to help a lot of people. So exciting things happening here. And next week is our celebration party extravaganza. We're going to give away some giveaways, maybe some hats, maybe we'll should we give away money? I'll talk to my budget people to see if we can give away some money. Nina, I think she says, yeah, give us some money. All right, here we go. The big thing with helping husbands, wives, aunts, parents, kids make good decisions about their nutrition is you want to enhance autonomy. Nobody likes being told what to do, especially me. Nobody, nobody likes being told what to do. So if you want your kids or whoever your partner or whoever wants to make better choices, then you need to involve them in the decision making. What would they like to eat and why? What would they like to eat and why? And does this help get them closer to their goals, right? Are you guys talking about that stuff? Because values, goals, and identity is really who you are in life, because that's beginning with the end in mind. Who do you want to represent in life? Are you a great father? Are you an awesome husband? Are you a great wife? Are you a healthy dad? Are you someone who takes care of their mother? Whoever you are, you begin with your values of what you represent, who you are at your core, and the goals that you have for every individual situation, for each individual role. And the food should align with that. If I consider myself a coach, an Ironman triathlete, my diet should represent that. If I consider myself a good partner to, my wife or even my puppy, because where's Kona? Well, she's over here. If I want Kona to eat carrots, I'm gonna eat carrots as well, and I want to lead by example, because in my family, that's what we value. We've talked about that when Court and I got married. We said, "Hey, we're gonna lead a healthy lifestyle. Please hold me to that, and I will hold you to that." Because then when you guys are on the same page, then these choices become a lot easier. She's actually out on a sushi date tonight celebrating her birthday, but we made some beef stew, so potatoes, some carrots, and some beef, and she in the crock pot, and that's what I'm having for dinner, which is great because it aligns with my values, goals, and identity, and it represents the role model that I want to serve myself, and I want to serve, lead by example, and lead from the front, so I can inspire my clients to also do the same. So you want to begin with that. Now with the kids, a cool trick that I've learned that's worked really well with a lot of my clients is you want to give foods a superpower, especially with the young ones. What I mean by that is like tell them, hey, by the way, don't tell them like, hey, you better eat your carrots because they have vitamins. Don't tell them that. It's like, hey, if you want X-ray vision, if you want to see like Superman, eat these carrots because Superman eats carrots, and they'll think they can see forever, which is fantastic because they can't. They can't. Carrots help your vision. You tell them, hey, broccoli. It looks like kind of like little brains, but brontosaurus used to love broccoli, and they eat them from the top of the trees. So if you want to be big and strong like a dinosaur, like a brontosaurus, then you eat your broccoli, and then sure enough, the kids will start to like the broccoli, spinach, right? Like for you guys that are old enough to remember Popeye, Popeye loves spinach, and that's why I want to eat spinach because it makes you strong, like Popeye. Power peas are another one. So you come up with a unique and a creative way to help your kids. And I know this is more work for you, like these crucial conversations are more work. This creative element to get your kids to eat more, having a strategy, it is more work, but it's a battle worth having because if you can get everyone at home on the same page and eating correct, guess what? It's one less battle for you. It's one less thing you have to worry about. Now, when you come home, instead of worrying about like, the husband or the kids or the grandparents bringing in junk, you can focus on, okay, that's not going to affect me because when I get home, it's going to be a very, very supportive environment. And that's what we're trying to create for you to make this lifestyle design a lot easier to maintain over the long haul. And when you're working with these habits, when you're working with these people, think about it one habit at a time. Be patient because it's going to be neural nets take a long time. And I'm reading a book, a really great book, which is called, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And in the book discusses how everything in your life you've learned and all these emotions have created these habits. And it's really, you're just kind of replaying the same neural nets over and over and over again. Because roughly, the 60 to 70,000 thoughts that you have a day, 90 to 95% of them are the same exact ones that you had yesterday. So if you've been used to feeling a certain way, guess what? You're going to feel more of that. So if you're working to build a new habit, you have about a 10% window to cement a new habit. And that's not very much. And you have to keep doing it over and over again. So you really want to be patient when you're trying to build a new skill, a new habit. And all these things with dealing with nutrition, dealing with the family, they're all new skills, sleep, water. They're all new habits. They're all things that you don't know how to do yet, but you need to work, be patient, especially with kids, loved ones, people that you're trying to help them really establish the right habits to build their life. So celebrate those tiny wins, neurons that fire together, wire together. So make sure that you're getting that shot of dopamine so that those emotions can really cement those habits. But my kids love the Cheetos, right, Kona? Kids love the Cheetos. I get that. And with the kids, last time I checked, kids don't have jobs. I mean, well, maybe they do, but they don't work. What you can do with kids is you can say, you can start a couple different ways. One way is to not have the Cheetos and tell them, you can explain to them how their bodies work and how Cheetos cause inflammation and things that are natural to the earth promote more healing powers, more immunity. They fight inflammation and they're just better for your brain. You can talk to them like that. That's one way to do it. Another thing is you can talk to your kids about what do they value, what are they trying to get out of life, what does the Cheetos do for them, and why do they like the Cheetos so much? That's something else you can do. You can make it harder for them. Be like, hey, you can get the Cheetos if after you eat your carrots or after you eat all your healthy foods, then you can have Cheetos because Cheetos are considered a junk food. So we might not want to be powering our brain with junk because you need to learn how to color. You can also buy the small bags for them and just have them sparingly, throughout the week or throughout the month or whenever. But most of the time, if the kids are not exposed to Cheetos, and what I've seen that works really good with kids is to give them different types of fruits as treats. Be like, oh, if you're really good, we're gonna give you some mangoes, freshly cut mangoes. And then as soon as you start spinning it and giving it a good connotation, which fruits and vegetables, fruits especially, are very good. It tastes delicious. You make that as a treat, then you'll see a better response from the kids. And that's one way you can get your kids to stop eating some more Cheetos. All right, now let's talk about the big race that happened on the weekend. Now Courtney's been lobbying. I mean, she lobbied for Kona and she caused a pandemic, for Christ's sake. But now she's been lobbying because she thinks Kona needs a brother or a sister for the times that we're out racing, and so we came up with a solution. Let's have a race. I've been working really hard on my swim. I have a swim coach. I have two swim coaches. I got a video course, and I've been working on my swim for a long time, and I'm really trying to improve it. And I've made just great gains with my swim. But she said, "Fine, let's race. If I beat you on the swim, then I get another dog." So I said, "Fine." And we were off, and she told everybody about this, and then everybody in the power used their powers to forced me to have a meltdown on the swim. I just went sinking down the tube and had a meltdown on the swim. It was not fun. It was battling some of these demons that I've had, these neural nets that have just been ingrained in my brain that I really need to work on overcoming. But yeah, I had a meltdown on the swim. I ended up having a decent swim and recovered, and ended up doing well on the race. I got my medal here, and actually was able to get third place in my age group, which I was pretty pumped about. But the best part is I got my swim time, and I got my swim time, and my swim time was 33, like 34 or something. And in courts was 33, like 7 or 20 or something. So she ended up beating me by 17 seconds. You hear that, Kona? So, man of my word. And, we're looking at puppies now for court. So, congratulations, Courtney, on your win on the swim. We did bounce back. We still have some demons to fight, and maybe we go double or nothing in a couple weeks in Ironman. But I got 2 weeks to work on my meditation and my gratitude, and really get myself fired up for this swim that I need to deliver. So yeah, it was a rough one, but it was a fun one. It just felt good to get out there and race. We haven't raced in almost 3 years in Ironman, actually, which is coming up in a couple weeks. And Courtney and I are both racing. I haven't done an Ironman in almost 4 years. So I'm really excited to get to that point. It's 112 mile. It's 140.6 mile race, 2.4 on the swim, 112 on the bike, and then a marathon at the end, 26 miles. So excited to race. Almost yesterday was a big kind of like threshold workout. Felt really good. And then now we're going to take our talents to Sacramento and race up there. So I'm looking to try to get to the Ironman World Championship, which is in Kona. That's how actually she tricked me. I mean, that's how we got you, Kona. So Kona says, yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Nina. Gracias. It says, great job. And again, she says, show me the money. Woo! All right. If you haven't had a chance yet, hit Live Fit and get a chance to join our Facebook group. We're having some promotions coming up really quick. Want to get involved with the community and really get yourself set up for an incredible 2022. It's time to live your life fit. Please like, share, and comment. Next week is a special anniversary show as I'm celebrating 12 years, folks, of Total Body Project. Yes, I started this company when I was 11 years old. So now we will be celebrating next week. My name is Tony Arreola. I'm an NASM master trainer. I'm an author, and my purpose in life is to educate you and empower you to make the decisions to live your life to the fullest. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Take it away, swim champion.
For watching the Fitness Avenger live show. If you like the show, make sure to like it and share. Please join us next week on Facebook Live.
But
this week's show is brought to you by our close friends at Total Body Project. Visit totalbodyproject.com for more info.
Couple weeks, we're gonna go for it. No more of these.